Okay, so I've seen this video about this lady who, well, not a video, people talking about the video, really. Where the police officer went her home, and it instantly made me think of this movie that I saw, about police officers. They were in a neighborhood, rural neighborhood, and they went to an old man's door, and they were trying to get in his home, and he wouldn't open the door for them. And they just made it this whole big thing or whatever, and they ended up killing him. And during that time of me seeing that movie, there was this leader saying, like, that the army is going to come to your doors, take your food because of this law that's passed. He didn't know when. He was just saying, this is what's in the times to come, which is, I'm not going to say that it's false or anything like that. They definitely have a law about it that they were trying to pass. I don't know if they did, a bill, whatever. So I watched that movie. And certain movies like that, it's hard for me to get through because it's highly emotional. It's like based off a true story. You start, feeling that you're there too or whatever. So anyways, so all of these things is what I have on my plate. So next thing you know, officers start knocking at my door, y'all. Man. So I look through the peephole. I'm like, this might be a couple of days later. I don't know. I look through the peephole, and he has this big, like, pump of a gun, aimed. And he's like, open up. Everybody has to come out their house because we're searching for somebody. So I know the Most High led me to watch that movie. So I'm like, searching here? They like, yes, ma'am, you got to get out of the house right now. We have to search inside the house. I'm like, okay, just 1 second. I have to get me and my daughter together. And I'm looking through the peephole the whole time. He don't have nothing indicating police or anything. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is weird. This is weird. You know what I mean? This is weird. So I'm praying to the Most High. I'm like, yo, what do I do? So I call my aunt. I'm like, yo, auntie, what should I do? They at the door. She like, I would just go outside. I would just go. They probably looking for somebody. It's probably safe to just go with them. I was like, bullshit. Hey, that it don't feel safer. It don't seem safer based off of everything that I've calculated. It don't seem right. So I say, I'm gonna call you back. I call the police. Police at my door. I call the police. I say, hey, do y'all have the police over here? He was like, oh, this is key. When I go to dial the number, it automatically switches to the officer's number in the state. And it has their name on the screen. My phone has never done that before. If I dial 911, it's going to say 911. It's not going to say whatever county department, sheriff department. But that's what it said on the call ID. And I'm looking like, yo, my phone ain't never do this. I'm like, am I being paranoid or whatever? So I said, I get on the phone. The guy's like, I'm like, hello. I was like, do you guys have a call file here? He was like, ma'am, if you have police officers outside, I didn't even say anything. And he just started spazzing on me saying, if you have police officers outside your door, you need to go outside and comply with those officers. I literally froze and I wanted to hang up. I was like praying. I'm like, yeah, I want to hang up. I just want to hang up. Boom, 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 boom. Service cut. It hung up. I said, ooh, okay, so yeah, this is some BS. I know for a fact now that they are on some BS. So next thing you know, they calling back. And it, you know, the number pops up on the call ID. I'm like, nah, bro. Let's just charge it to the game. You feel me? My phone died. My phone lost service. Whatever it did, I really didn't hang up. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm like, so I get Elora ready. Y'all might judge me harshly about this. Yo, but I get my baby ready. I put on her jacket, her shoes. I put on my shoes. I put everything on. I get myself together. And I turn off all the lights. I turn off every light in the house. And I lay down. And my baby girl's like crying and asking questions. She's a little hyper. And I have to lay the hammer down. I said, lay down. I said, if you're scared, pray to the Most High to protect you. Right now, it's time for you to be quiet. She was like, So we laid there, right? You hear dogs barking. You hear all this stuff like they searching around, right? So as we laying there, they're knocking on a neighbor's door that's right across the hall. So I can hear everything. I'm just sitting there like, yo. I get on the phone with my aunt too. She was like, she kept saying, I think you should just go outside. No, I just need you here for more football. So I'm laying down. I'm like, if they want me, they gonna come in here and get me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to ruffle no feathers like that man did on that show. I know that's why the Most High allowed me to see that. So I'm like, all right. I'm shaking up now talking about it, I gonna lie. So, they at the next door neighbor house, and I had already had a dream about this, but they at the next door neighbor house, and they like, open up. Everybody needs to come outside. They giving him the work. He like, oh, what I need to open up for? I can hear his voice. He like, what I need to open up for? Why I need to come outside for? And he's like, we need everybody outside. We looking for somebody. He's like, what I need today? He's like, just come outside right now. You hear all this ruckus, all of this argument, and then it seems like he went outside. So I go to peek out. I see everybody standing in a line outside in the cold with the police officers. And I'm hearing dog barks and this, that, and the third, whatever. So then next thing you know, I hear everybody coming back in upstairs, going in their house or whatever. So then, did I ask somebody? No, I didn't say I didn't ask nobody. It was like I wasn't home. So then the next day, my neighbor, I was like, yo, that was crazy yesterday, right? He was like, what? I was like, the police officers, they came to the door telling everybody to come outside. He was like, I wasn't home. I'm like, what you mean? He was like, I wasn't home. I was like, well, somebody was in your house. I heard a man's voice, He was like, because he was gay or whatever. So he was like, a man's voice? I was like, you have a deep voice. We not even about to go there. He started laughing. I was like, a man's voice. You a man. He was like, and I heard it, your voice. He was like, no, I wasn't even home. I said, they was arguing with you for a while before they opened the door. He was like, I wasn't home. I said, I looked through the peephole, and he was even, because I did, and the officer was standing right in front of that other door, talking to somebody. He said he wasn't there. I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, yo. So then I see some other neighbors, and I'm like, yo, y'all went outside and this, that, and the third. It was like, yeah. They was looking for somebody. Somebody was on the run. I was like, why we had to leave out the house? They was making everybody. I was like, I couldn't trust it. That guy seemed racist. He didn't have no police, nothing. She was like, I'm not gonna lie. When we were outside, he was very racist. It was getting a little nerve-wracking. So it was a good thing he didn't come outside. Because I was the darkest one in the bunch. So she was like, yeah, it was probably best that you didn't come outside. Because he was really, yeah, he was racist. And he looked like he was ready to shoot anything. And this is Spanish, woman or whatever. I'm just like, Okay. Oh. Hallelujah. But, I just say all this to say, don't cry, don't cry. Don't cry, Ella. Don't make me cry. I say all this to say that, once again, trust what the Most High gives you. Trust what He gives you. It's sometimes you feel like you crazy. Sometimes you feel like I might be being paranoid, based off of whatever it is in life that has happened. Sometimes those things, 9 times out of 10, we went through those things in life. Our Father allowed us to go through it so that we can learn a lesson for something way greater in the future, to preserve our life. If we allow ourselves to be obedient and follow Him, He can turn everything that we've been through into a lesson, into a tool for our safety. He can turn everything that we've been through into a weapon of war against anything else that's to come. It's no joke. You gotta be careful. You have to listen to what it is that He's giving you. You have to pay attention to the people and what they giving you, the energy they giving you, and move accordingly. And it is what it is, and that's something I'm learning every day. And that video about the lady just brought it to my mind, so I thought I'd share.